Expectations. We all have them, and we all need them. It's the rules of the game, so to speak. And yet, even in the sport of business, there are many employees who are left unclear of what is expected of them at work. I was coaching a leader recently who was frustrated at one of his team members because he kept arriving to work late. 5 minutes late, then 6 minutes late. I said, "It sounds like you are frustrated by his behavior," and he affirmed, "Yes, I am." And when I asked what he did to communicate those expectations around the importance of being to work on time, he said, "Well, Cindy, that should be a given. He should know to be to work on time." And that, leaders, is where the disconnect comes in. Our employees are not mind readers. If you don't tell them, they won't know them. So if you aren't clear on your expectations, clearly communicating them and allowing your people to ask questions and then agreeing to those expectations, you will have unmet expectations down the road. Expect it. And another thing, oftentimes as leaders, we get frustrated, annoyed, and fed up with employees' behaviors, and at times we try to control the employee instead of managing to those agreements with employees. So as leaders, I want you to remember something. We don't manage people. We manage the agreements with people. So stop trying to manage people, it won't work. Instead, manage to the agreements that are set and agreed upon, because expectations without an agreement is a wish. So where do you start? First, open up a blank Word document, or maybe have a blank piece of paper in front of you, and start brainstorming the list of expectations. We suggest expectations under 3 key categories: performance, conduct, and attendance. But you can use whatever you prefer. Some leaders may use the company values as a starting point as well. And then after your brainstorming, dwindle the list to a critical few. We typically recommend between 5 and 7. And then once you have those 5 to 7 expectations, meet with your team. Ask for their questions and feedback and have discussions around those expectations. That process of engaging them will increase their buy-in and their personal accountability. So for example, let's say that one of your expectations is be professional. Your idea of being professional may be different than my idea of being professional. So allow them to ask questions so they are clear on what it means from the company's point of view. Then any feedback that they provided, add it or edit your list to reflect the discussion. Then agree to the expectations and publish it. Now, most leaders believe that this is where their job ends. And I would argue this is just where it begins. Because now you do the work of paying attention by watching and observing them, giving them feedback when they are off track or when they are on track. And how are they keeping those expectations alive and well? They need to know you're paying attention and acknowledging their work of meeting the expectations. So revisit them often, refresh them, and revise them when needs change. Think of it as a living, breathing document and continue to engage and agree upon those expectations. People want to know what is expected of them. They like to know and they need to know. So as you embark on this journey of being more clear about expectations, I'm excited for you. And I'm excited for your team as you engage in this process. The gift of clarity of expectations is refreshing and relieving. See you next time.